How's it going, everybody? It's post-Thanksgiving now here in New England, and we are now tracking our first significant winter storm of the season around here. So, without further ado, let's get right into it, guys, because it's going to be a pretty significant storm for many people here in the Northeast. So, I'm going to focus on Boston, Massachusetts. This is a new YouTube channel, guys, so if you haven't already, if you could like the video and subscribe, I'd much appreciate it. Alright, so let's focus on Boston here. Sunday afternoon, we're going to have some impacts, and that's because of the rain and snow that is going to enter the area. Sunday evening into the overnight, that snow really does start to ramp up for many areas. Monday morning into the afternoon, a lot of that snow and mix is going to transition over to a lot of rain, particularly for Boston. Monday evening throughout the night, that rain and snow, or rain that's happening here in southeastern Mass, including Boston, it's going to transition back over to snow, and that's going to last into Tuesday morning as even a good burst of snow before transitioning to some snow showers throughout Tuesday morning. Excuse my voice, by the way. So here's what I'm thinking here as you go through Sunday night. So Boston, again, southeastern Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, a lot of New Jersey here and Pennsylvania. It's going to be a wintry mix of rain and snow and some sleet. The further north you go, really north of the Mass Pike, you're going to be getting on some pretty heavy snow. Along the I-95, it's going to be a wintry mix. New York City, some parts of the outer Cape Cod here. It's going to be mainly a rain event for you guys. Something significant that's going to be happening is in Pennsylvania. We could be talking about a tenth to upwards of a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation, so that's going to make the roads very slick and almost impossible to travel on as you start heading into those areas. So here's what I'm thinking Monday. That mix or any sleet that's going to be happening in Massachusetts is going to turn to snow, and I'm thinking really it's along the Pike throughout the I-95, that little swath in between here. I can point that out here. So the Mass Pike is right around here. I-95 is right around here. So you can see the general area in here will be a rain and snow mix, and really anywhere south and east of the I-95 again, which is right in here. It's going to be pretty much a rainstorm for you guys. We're talking about upwards of an inch of rain, perhaps with this storm as well. So here's Monday night. This is going to be a mix to snow for southeastern Mass, Rhode Island, some parts of extreme southeastern Connecticut, and Long Island. It's going to be a mix to snow as we get that cold air to start influencing those areas. And on the Cape Cod, it's going to be rain to a mix and possibly or to a snowier solution. And then you start heading down towards New Jersey. It's mainly snow showers. It's not really going to be that steady snow like we're going to see up towards Boston and Bangor, Maine. And on Tuesday, the snow is very significant as you start heading on the coast of Maine. So this is what the models are predicting to happen here. You can see on the left-hand side, we have the models. This is the GFS model that is taking this into consideration. You can see there's a lot of ice way back here into Pennsylvania and even some parts of upstate New York here when the first of the storm starts to enter the area. And you can really see the significant snow right here in western Massachusetts, coming down at pretty heavy rates up here in Vermont and New Hampshire, and it will be exiting the main coastline as we start to head through Tuesday into early Wednesday. So it's going to start as mostly snow again. It'll mix to rain. It says right here, mixes with and becomes rain south and east of 995. That could even mix into the Mass Pike. There'll be a break in the precipitation early on Tuesday, and it is also going to be a pretty good burst of snow after that break, and then the snow should finally move out up here along the main coast. So you can see here on the backside there's going to be some snow. Now there is a possibility that we could be talking about 18 to 22 inches of snow near Albany, New York, and possibly in the Berkshires here of Massachusetts. So this is what the GFS model is indicating for snowfall. You can see Back here in Albany, 14 inches. In Boston, you're on one of those areas that it's really hard to actually forecast because of the fact that there's going to be a rain and snow mix. But you can see Western Mass here towards the Berkshires, a very significant amount of snowfall could occur. And along the main coast up here, we're talking about 5 to 10 inches of snow. So for the Boston area locally, again, this is kind of a tough forecast, but what I'm here at this time, what I'm hearing is there's going to be around 1 to 3 inches. A lot of people in southeastern Mass will be getting about 1 to 3, and Rhode Island and the coast of Connecticut 1 to 3 inches. 4 to 8 as you start heading towards northern Bristol County here in southeastern Mass. Boston, you're going to be on that line of 4 to 8, 4 to 8 for central Connecticut rather, and that includes Hartford. And really you can see the Mass Pike, which is right about here. I'm thinking anywhere west here is going to be probably over 10 inches of snow, without a doubt, and probably closer to that 8 or 9 range as you are heading towards eastern areas of the Mass Pike. So here's our main concerns. The gusty winds are pretty low. Heavy snow is high because we do have those significant travel concerns. If you're going to be traveling, could be near impossible at times. Sleet, mix, and ice is also a possibility as we start to head towards Sunday evening into the overnight hours. And coastal flooding is not going to be a threat really at all, and that's just simply because we're going to be going through a low tide cycle. So we are talking about another storm that's going to develop between Monday, December 9th, and Wednesday, the 11th. And right now, it looks like it's going to be an all-rain event. On the backside, there could be some snow flurries that start to flare up in parts of Vermont and northern Vermont in particular. And this is over a week away, but we could be seeing some heavy, at times, rain. And then I am tracking one more storm here. This is around Saturday the 14th, which is a Saturday, so it's not for a while away. So the details are still to be determined at this time. We can't give any snowfall ranges right now. It is way too early to say that. But what we can say is that there's going to be some kind of storm that does form. It depends where the low pressure tracks here. You can see in this model imagery, it tracks from New Jersey out here all the way through New Hampshire, track like this. And that would favor a lot of cold on the back side here and a lot of warm on the east side, which would be a rainmaker for a lot of New England and a pretty big snowmaker possibly for upstate New York. And again, this looks like it's going to be, well, still 2 weeks away, so we can't really give an exact time range. Alright guys, that is your forecast here. You can see that tracking 2 more storms possibly after the storm. This one would be between Monday, December 9th and Wednesday, December 11th. And we have another storm coming in 2 weeks on Saturday. So we're going to watch this one pretty closely and see what it does depending on how, where the low actually tracks. If it tracks towards the east here along the coastline, this could be much more of a snowmaker for a lot of New England. But if it does stay where it is, it's probably going to be mostly a rainmaker for New England. Alright guys, hope you enjoy your rest of your weekend. Have a great rest of your day.